My name is Theo Morrison, and I'm the Executive Director of Lahaina Restoration Foundation. I've been in that position for 11 years, and prior to that I did other work in Lahaina with nonprofit community groups. So in total, it's about 28 years working directly in downtown Lahaina. What's so unique about Lahaina compared to any other place in Hawaii is that during every era of Hawaii's history, Lahaina was a dominant place. And doubly unique to that whole situation is that the history has been saved. Lahaina is a tapestry of remnants from all these different eras. After the whaling era, it became the plantation era. So that's when 1860, when the Pioneer Mill was built. And then Lahaina converted to a plantation town. Pioneer Mill was a very successful sugar mill. They actually bought up many of the other mills that had started. So it was one of the larger mills. It actually closed in 1999. When it closed, the only last one left was the Pu'unene Mill. The biggest thing it brought in was people from the immigrants, because to produce sugar, it takes a tremendous amount of labor. And so the Pioneer Mill Company and all the different sugar companies had to go outside of Hawaii to bring in labor. So they went to China, was the first country that they went to. They went to countries where the people were desperately poor and they wanted a better life. And this was a better life. Although it was a pretty harsh life, here it was definitely better than where they came from. So the Chinese, the Japanese, the Filipinos, they just got a whole bunch of different immigrant groups to come and work in the fields and work in the factory. When the sugar mill brought in the different ethnic groups to work in the fields, they had a system of segregation. The mill was very paternalistic. The mill provided all the housing. They built houses, and they were called camps. So they built a camp for the Chinese people, then they built a camp for Japanese people and the Filipino people, and that's how they were kept separate. However, they all worked together in the fields. And so even though they couldn't speak the same language, they actually developed, that's how Pidgin English was developed, so they could communicate. And they all shared their food. And when they shared their food, that's what today is what we call mixed plate, which is a combination of the different ethnic foods in one dish. However, on the plus side, for keeping them separate like that, the cultures stayed really intact. So the Chinese would celebrate their Chinese New Year and their different festivals within their camp. The other camps would go there to visit. The people from the other camps would go there to visit. So now today, Hawaii has so much of all these a variety of cultures that are very, very strong. All over Hawaii, you see the Japanese Hongwanji, different temples. There's unfortunately fewer Chinese ones than there used to be, but we have one in Lahaina. So that's another part of just what makes Hawaii so unique, is it's the melting pot of these different cultures. That's the layers of history that we have here, which are still there. It's not like they've gone away. It's not like ancient history. They're definitely still there, still practiced. Yeah, and people really enjoy that. It's a definite sense of pride with the local people.